Peace to the Hampton family. Oh, he in the building. Pull up, pull up. What up, family?
What's up, J. Lee Chronicles? What's happening, baby? Power and love. What's up?
No doubt, man. Power and love, man. Man, I was just giving a shout out to
Yeah, I
oh
just
yeah,
came in real quick to give you a little how we do and how we would, you know.
yes,
Yeah, I
sir.
think
Yeah. I was over there. I was over there when you was live just a little earlier
thank you,
rather.
thank you.
And I had to jump on my live because I had a schedule, but I was giving a shout out to all y'all
Yeah,
content creators, right? That know how to get up here and rock this mic by yourself, solo, dolo.
absolutely,
You
man.
don't
That's
need
how
no
it's supposed to be.
panelists. You don't need no, you know what I mean, no crowd, no nothing like that. You gonna get up here
Sometimes,
and rock that shit.
sometimes, but not every time I gotta come. I'm looking for a solo album at one time a deal. You know, like you said, yes, because all that stuff be so all out of whack and you robbing the views, you robbing my peoples who working hard out here. We putting in that work solo.
Right.
And
Solo
we write all
dolo.
this stuff down, man. We keep it all together so that we definitely could be all over the place.
No doubt. That's what I
Instead of
gotta
having,
do. Start keeping notes, man. Cause I be
yeah, that's how
playing,
I
I be on
normally
my
do it.
smoke shit, man. I be forgetting shit.
So I'm glad to find you number one, number two, man. I seen you in my little recommendation board like everybody else. So if you look in your YouTube studio, they tell you that more than anything, that be your more high views than anything when people see that on a recommendation board. So when I
Okay.
saw it, then I saw how you put some other work together before, and I was like, wait a minute, this guy looked like he's kind of very, very subtle and cool, humble, grateful.
Right. I'm trying,
And
man.
that's when you started seeing him
I
doing
felt
that
you
one.
earlier when you was like, I've been following y'all lives, and y'all lives is kind of lame. I was like, oh, he talking to me, man, but I'm gonna do better, Hampton. I'm gonna do
No,
better.
no, you're not in the category.
You know what I
It'd be
mean?
exactly what you said about the Brady Bunch box. You know, sometimes that's good if you got a watch party here or a very good topic there. But Dolo, I want to see you work because if I'm battling these dudes, that's what happened with China Kim and all them dudes. That's why I'm calling them that because I went up there to go for my battle. You had me fighting 5, 6, 7, 8 niggas. I said, damn, what?
Yeah. Wait. Who's you fighting against? China Mac.
Yeah, though China 05 the movement.
Oh, 50 the movement. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you doing hard.
Then
Man,
I know he had
I'm gonna need you to fall back off Sinetta though, man. Sinetta the
nah,
king of all
that's
this
info.
shit,
That's
man.
info. That's info. Everything info. That's just you see when I do things like that, I shoot, have a little fun, and if I see the
Yeah.
hours
Shoot
that
your
I did,
shot. Yeah,
yeah, there's
see
no
where
need
it
to,
gets you.
yeah, because that's
That's
the
a
golf.
fishing move.
Yeah, that's the Godfather. That's the Godfather. He know I still love him.
Yeah,
That's just
no
some work
doubt,
that I put
man.
out there because when I had my old page when they knocked me down, I was his moderator, him and 10 Toes Down. I was they peoples. I was Hood
Oh,
Hamptons
word.
before it was Hassan Campbell life story. It was just Hood Hamptons and everything else was Hassan Campbell. Everything, like every fucking page and every shit I put out, excuse the language. But it wasn't pertaining about them. He just liked the comedy of it.
Oh,
So
word.
he understood. He knew what it was.
So
And
from
the
what
rest,
I understand, the history of the Hood Hamptons, right? The Hamptons is like an upscale neighborhood out there in New York, like like a suburban part or upstate New York, where the affluent reside. And then, so what you based your platform on is the Hood Hamptons, right? So that's
yes,
the Hood
what took
version of the
place.
Hamptons.
Yeah, thank you, man. What took place was, Mo Vaughn, the baseball player, the Mets baseball player. He used to play for the
Nah,
2000. See this hat right here is a 2000 World Series hat when the Mets and the
I
Yankees.
represent.
Yeah, so I bought this hat 20 something years ago when
Where
Mo Vaughn.
how can I make your screen bigger? Damn, hold on. I want to put you on the big screen, on the Summer Jam screen. How do I do that?
I don't know about
No, I
some jam
want you on
screen.
the, I want you on the summer. Let me
I like
remove
all the
this.
screen. But Mo Vaughn, the baseball player, the ex Mets baseball player,
Okay.
he bought my projects. He bought my projects back in the days,
Okay.
in the early 2000s, after the planes hit the towers. Right? That's because that was on my birthday.
Move
So
on. Right.
me and some friends, they didn't know, because I signed to Jimmy Henchman. So I always been recording, writing, So when I came home, I tried to recollect to get back with people, because we lose a lot of contact when we in there. Only person I knew was Mom Dukes, because I left that bread. So when I came home, all I had was what Franklin Singh had when he went in that safe. I looked like that, but I was great.
Man,
but
he lost his mind, didn't he?
The irony of when he bought the projects, we was in the, like, we call them honeycombs, but y'all call them traps. So I was in one of my old apartments, and the ceiling collapsed. I had my Donovan McNabb jersey on. It felt just like I was in tackle practice or something. But the point is, I went to court with the man, Mo Vaughn.
Okay.
His undisclosed number, walked away with. So from that day on, I was like, yo, this is Hood Hamptons.
Feel that. All right. We hood rich around this jump.
Yeah, because it wasn't, we couldn't go there. It was a Long Island situation in the Hamptons. You go out there, it's supposed to be us performing for them. It wasn't why you living out here, who you know out here. So I designed Hood Hamptons. And I brought it to Noble Drew Ali Plaza, where I come from, which is Brownsville, Brooklyn. Mike Tyson lived behind us on Amboy. But Brownsville, Brooklyn, where I used to do all my work at, slinging all them drugs and all that. When I met Mo Vaughn for the lawsuit, for the ceiling collapse, he bought the projects. It was prevalent. The man bought the projects for $30 million. It was only 5 buildings.
Damn, that's dope. And he turned it into the hood fucking Hamptons.
But the guys that I was around, my Taliban unit, who I used to call at that time, because my name is Bloomberg out there. Before it was Hood Hand, it was Bloomberg. So I'm looking at the names and I'm adding everything up, and I'm doing a whole lot of work with my friends. They the ones that did me the dirtiest. And it was only one dude I gave a safe to. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is sure shot. Don't fuck this up. Don't make this into a fucking girls going wild. Don't make this into a beef. Let's show our Hood Hamptons. I'm gonna teach people what to say, because I know they don't want to be incriminated. I got that. Because a lot of these didn't want to play the videos at that time in the early 2000s. YouTube is only a few years old. 2006 when it came. I had my child in 2008.
Yeah, we were still on DVDs back then, man. We was still watching VHS tapes and DVDs, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I had a lot of beefs. And before what people is doing now, I was doing that with a guy that was trying to rob me so much. He had to throw snitch papers on me. He had to throw rock papers on me. He had to throw so much papers on me, but he forgot the papers we made together. So that's why I kept it so fighting that you see me do now. And he's down now. And I'm still going to keep kicking that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
And I was in the shelter, and I was doing my life fighting, eating out of garbage cans and pizza shops and shit, because I got kicked out because that nigga robbed me for Hood Hamptons. I said, never again. So that's the sign.
You're going to keep your foot on his neck.
Got to, man. And I spared them a few times when he passed that shelter where I was located at, and asked what kind of building that was. And my niggas was over there smoking a lot of K2. All I had to do was snap my fingers, because I was selling that thing. All I had to do was snap my fingers. He would have been zombies of the night on that nigga. You know what I mean?
You ain't make that OG call on him, man.
Yeah. So
you ain't make the OG call. I need to re-up.
I get an interview out from time to time and let people know where we at. And then when I was there, I was helping so many people out. They sniped me because I was doing what people doing now. I was like, yo, they doing it. And I'm an actor now. I pulled my whole life together. I work on Foster Sin. That's Tubi TV app.
Man. A word?
Yeah, it's called Foster Sin.
Foster Sin.
Yeah, it's on the YouTube for trailers, but it's on Tubi, a free TV app. I'm in season 1, season 2, season 3.
Man, I'm gonna find that and share that joint for sure. So
appreciate.
So what about the fight tonight, man? You said
all right, good.
I got Tank. Tell me what you think about this rehydration clause going on, though. I think Tank's scared, man, because of this rehydration.
Nah, you remember who did that before? I think Mayweather pulled that off before.
This is my first time hearing about this.
Now I
Who
think
we pull that up from?
now who pulled that off before? Give me a minute. Hold on. I said their life had a better fight on the bed sheet drying. Rather miles of Brian's past Africa digging into China. Let me be honest. When they break down every round that they sketch out, there's nothing tougher than smooth. They rush the tools of the shed house. See, you niggas came here playing, but you're gonna leave giving head counts. They ain't even book you niggas no rooms. But J. Lee Chronicles giving all the facts out. Let's get back to the book.
Shout out to Loaded Lux.
No doubt, baby. No
I saw
doubt.
you out there with Loaded Lux too on the video, man.
Yeah, that's beloved right there. That's my beloved right there. He gave me the what you hear me say all day long. I got confirmation.
Hospital giving beds out, nigga. That's a classic.
Yeah,
everybody across the country know that, John.
Yeah, but I think Tank got it, but I think Floyd pulled that. I think he was fighting Pacquiao when they was Pacquiao. When he was like, "Yo, test Pacquiao," you know, I want him to make sure he ain't under no hyperactive.
When De La Hoya was fighting him?
No, when Floyd Mayweather was fighting Pacquiao, he pulled that same shit that Tank is saying now about Ryan getting Garcia.
Yeah, I
want him tested. I want different clause because Son did that with Pacquiao because there was a lot of who gonna lose who with a big. Nobody.
What's water weight gonna do for you if you overweight because of water though? Like, you know what I mean? They say we can't weigh more than 146 pounds when he entered the ring.
They got to change that. They got to change that because if you dehydrating them, diuretics, you know what I'm saying? And the only thing that could probably make that squeeze if they drink coffee, but then you're gonna have them motherfuckers so much height. May catch a heart attack in the fucking ring.
But the article I was reading said like the shit might make you numb too, like where he might not feel them damn punches. You know what I mean? If he got to rehydrate, or eat full of water, and he ain't gonna feel the punches.
But what is the weight class for them dudes? They welterweight?
They is light heavyweight. Wait, no.
Those are light heavyweight. I don't think it should be no rules when you pass that type of number. You know what I'm saying? I think it should just be check the gloves, make sure they weight properly. Look, if he over 5, 6, 7 meters of a little bit of weight, let it go because he gonna burn it out anyway by walking through the ring for the 3 minutes and how many rounds he's moving. So why dehydrate him? And he's coming to the ring. He gonna feel like what's his name felt like Deontay Wilder with that gear on.
Oh yeah, man! When he walked in there with all that shit, of course Tyson Fury was gonna put he walked his own self in there.
Yeah, because you could shorten yourself up with quarter waters. See, Deontay Tank is from the hood. We got quarter waters. 4 of those equals up. four grapes equal up to a little full stomach, but you hit one of them, you're still thirsty. You know what I'm saying? So you got quarter. My man over there drinking coconuts with the straw in it.
Nigga, he getting mad electrolytes, boy. Electrolytes for that ass.
Yeah, too much Choritos. Remember Choritos, the little Spanish sodas?
Oh, no.
Yeah, he drinking too much pineapple Choritos, man.
Choritos.
But he's taller, longer reach, but the will and desire because Tank want to leave. So I think this fight here is for him to leave. He's following Floyd Mayweather pattern. You know, might come and do some exhibition type shit, but he want to leave. He got the Iron Mike.
Oh man, I'm gonna put my money on Garcia, man. He got De La Hoya out there. De La Hoya came out there with the goddamn the blazer on with no shirt, looking like goddamn Rico Suave from the 80s or some Miami Vice. And yeah, he backing this guy and he thirsty, man. He young and thirsty, and the Vegas got them 19-1. Vegas got him 19-1, man. I can't.
And that'll be heavy.
You know what I mean,
that's what I'm saying. So we have to think very hard because the sport bookies, they doing very grimy thing. The mob still got they don't want this rules and need for him to win. But they're looking at demographics. It's playing a heavy game in this. The demographics of this two Arsenal fight right now is who gonna hate who. we don't need another situation with these little Mexicans or Argentinians. We want some of that fruit still coming from out of goddamn Florida. We need some of that work done out here because we know they work. But we don't want taint the demographics. This little Negro.
So when you bring up the mob, do you think don't you think it's some fixing in the boxing though? Like it's a little bit of this shit is fixed.
From what my father told me, what they did to Sonny Liston, the champion, I ain't gonna never forget because you still can't find him to this day. His murder mystery is still cold case to this day. Sonny Liston.
Oh yeah, they said they shot him up with some heroin or something, man.
Yeah,
in the hotel and all that.
And Jack Johnson, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So and Mike Tyson, but they gave him Don King.
This might be Tank's night to take a dive, though. You know what I mean? They ain't calling you Tank for nothing, nigga. You know what the word tank mean. Shit, you go down in the tank. So eventually he gonna tank. Then tonight might be his night, man. They got Vegas got him 19-1, man. I'm gonna wait a couple more hours to see if that shit go up, but I'm telling you.
That's right. But see, what I think they need him to be a household name, but they also want the borders. This is demographics. He win. It's an excellent move for a whole thing of a political run for more people shooting over here. He don't win, it slows down some type of currency. So we need him to win, basically, because the dollar value. He's about spending money. And
he is their new boy, man. Like they've got him under control. You know, they can move his strings like a puppet. Like, you know, they didn't put out here all his little domestic violence issues, and they let him know like we can really ruin you.
So that's why
one news story could ruin you, my nigga. So we need you to do what we say do.
Mm-hmm. This fight is important for Tank.
It is. It's a big one right here. This
because
is a big one.
Deontay Wilder is crushed. He's so crushed from the 3 fights that he fought Tyson Fury. They don't want to book this dude no more. Mm-hmm. Anthony Joshua is crushed after Anthony Ruiz beat him. A little old fat, a little old nice plump Mexico boy knocked him down. Avocado eating ass nigga knocked him down. But he got back up and he started hanging, moving. It's that damn promoter, man. They need to get away from them promoters, you know?
Well, the promoters is the ones that get all the money at the end of the day.
So that's what Tank is doing. So don't be surprised that Floyd Mayweather got money on him winning and got secret money on him losing. See, this is a split different situation with a higher percentage.
This is all above. This is above us. What they say, it's above our pay grade right now. You know, and then them picking 422 ain't no coincidence either. I don't know if you're in the numerology, but when you
like
that up, that's 44, right?
I like a little bit of it. I like some of it. I explain it well. I'm not too fine, but I love it. I like the way it adds up to what I do with the mathematics of the gods and the earth that we build and deal with. And we put our math and we look at it like that. And I'm like, well, today is what day is. Today is 22. We call that you know what I'm saying? Culture. You know what I'm saying? Culture freedom. Culture freedom. You know, so we look at it like that too.
So when you talk about culture, what about the how you feel about us being in the 50th year anniversary of the hip hop culture?
Well, that's the age I'm pushing. That's the age I picked it up in. I'm pushing maybe 2. They got me about 2 years. Hip hop got me about like maybe 2 years, I think. Same. So when I went into it, I love it. I just think more people should be in it. You know, I think more people should.
You've been following all this shit with Bambaataa and Ronald Savage and Layla.
Yeah, I absolutely follow. I'm a person that's like to use alleged on things because there wasn't no report for police to come and say we have a case. And same goes for everybody that's involved with that. If the judge didn't say let's stamp it, then leave the person alone, even though you can suspect, you know, like, yo, that motherfucker's that piece of shit like that. But we don't got the confirmation yet. The judge got to tell us.
Do you believe the stories that they?
I don't believe any of it but it's possible that it could be believable. But this whole thought of me being a criminal, how I was and how I'm thinking, I'm looking for paperwork. Like, yo, it's supposed to be police report on that. Did they get a police report? Did they parent find out? Like, did you wait all this time? Because it ain't no statutory on grapes.
I mean, you know, it ain't always gonna be no police report. Like, I mean, you from the streets, you from everywhere, so you know we not gonna always report everything to the police.
But it ain't no
That don't mean it
statutory.
didn't happen.
It ain't no statutory on grapes. You know, you can go to the supermarket and they got the seedless grapes.
That's
touch
real.
those. But they'll say, yo, you ate them. you touched
real.
those grapes. It ain't no statutory. They got you on camera. So it ain't no statutory limitation on grapes.
Okay.
So if that happened to those young individuals, young adults,
and they mad about it, they should be doing something about it, right?
Yeah. Them adult
same
individuals should have been doing something about it. Exactly.
Yeah.
And it should have been stamped, because it ain't no way and no how that they're not letting some of them other people running around. They took R. Kelly down. They make sure this shit is for real, right?
That's right. That's real.
Harvey Weinstein. They letting us know. Bill Cosby. Look, you see. So it was paperwork for them to be where they located at today. It wasn't no hearsay, is what I'm trying to say. They could be saying, right, they could say, yeah, Bambaataa did this, but it got to be said alleged, because nobody saw him in court.
That's real. That's real. Well, he got a case. He got a case right now. He does have a case right now. I don't know if he's in court, but there is a case filed against him. Of course, you know that. But it's a civil case. It ain't no criminal case. It's just.
I get where you're coming from pertaining to he's tied up into the museum, and if that brings out more, because if he ain't in the museum, that means he don't want that to be prevalent, but it's sneaking in. It's sneaking in. It's finding his little.
It don't even matter, man. The museum at this point, Hamp don't matter, because my man is tied into hip hop history. Like, I was going, the shit I was playing last night, man, come from Cornell University, and they submitted a bunch of hip hop fucking archives and hip hop history into Cornell, and that's what they teach every day. You know, if you go take that hip hop course at Cornell University, that's the shit you're gonna get. You're gonna get a library of Bambaataa's fucking records and all kind of Zulu Nation shit, old school flyers and all that. So these boys are stamped in the hip hop history forever, regardless of a damn museum, whether that museum survive or not. This museum is about money right now. At this point, this museum is about folks making money off of it.
I think that's okay, because we haven't gotten no money the way it's supposed to have been getting on what's going on today, because a lot of samples being used. So yes, I think the museum is healthy, you know, to show our growth from where it came from the father and the motherland of the Bronx. So we can't erase the history of Mr. Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation and Kool Herc and Melly Mel. We are very happy that they produced this, what I'm doing right now, putting words together. So we would not know about Don't Push Us Close to the Edge, because I'm trying not to
lose my head, right?
Yeah. And then in the sugar the other little guys, I forgot their name of man.
Not the Sugar Hill Gang.
Yes, sir. Sugar Hill Gang. So we thank them. We thank them.
I mean, that was the first Milli Vanilli of hip hop, man.
Very much. Very much. You know, they did it without lying and stealing.
He jacked this shit from Grandmaster Caz or Big Bang Hank. I mean,
so for them to get money off it is not a problem. I think what you want me to answer is it wrong for what they're exploiting, or is it wrong for having him in there? No, they not wrong for no one of those things. Not wrong for having Bambaataa in the museum. They're not wrong for having to exploit to get money, because we done lost so much. Somebody made a mistake and had a little Jew boy sitting in there and used his little couple of dollars, and he found the extra way and took it from all of ours. It ain't even ours no more. So,
well, what about? So you mentioned Harvey Weinstein. So it the Oscars or the Screen Actors Guild or whatever, they removed all his credentials like Harvey Weinstein. So why shouldn't Bam?
They only moved his name, but he still get paid for the production of the last name. See, it's a win-win situation for him, because his brother running the show. Every movie that you see, Yo,
Right.
man, believe it or not, Harvey is still writing fucking scripts in jail, son.
Damn.
He's still writing scripts in jail, man. I don't let this man fool. He's the Mongol. He's the 4-tier final frontier. He's the will. He's more like Jerry Bruckheimer.
What's some of his popular movies?
Some
I
of
know he got some bangers out here, but I don't know, off the rip. But I know he got some
off
big
the
boys.
rip. You always see Weinstein come. He mainly deal with like Morgan Freeman type movies.
But one thing, my point is, I mean, we not gonna stop watching them. Shits is out here forever, just like Planet Rock is out here forever. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So they did what they did, and they made history in in their field. So I mean, we can't erase them from. So I'm with you on that. We can't erase them from what they accomplished in their field. The shit that they did on the side, should be a consequence. It should be some repercussions behind that, but we're not gonna forget about it.
And it should be repercussions on some of these rappers had us believing to vote for somebody to divert a voting situation for us, to knew that we was gonna be messed up, but they was gonna be all right because they could still pop a commercial or two, they could still lie one or two, but we still out here struggling, fighting for fucking food stamps and shit because you done told us to go vote for this dude and that person, and it was all fucking game in the beginning. You got fake teeth in your mouth, your little clothes got a little cleaner, you know what I'm saying? Now you looking around looking like you don't want to be talked about. And who I'm talking about, I'm in they face podcast on my joint. I was mainly yelling out fucking Pat Poose and Remy Martin and them niggas. Yeah. They were the main front, one of the main fronts. Because I used to always look at that woman and say that woman looked like Michelle Obama a little bit. They look a little like twins a little.
What are you talking about, Remy Ma?
Yeah.
Oh nah, man, I ain't gonna let you down. Fuck Remy Ma.
I said, yo, they was the main ones putting up that program. It was telling us to vote. They were telling us to vote.
Hell no. I love the Remy Ma.
They telling us to vote. They had us all over the place. A few other rappers.
All right, so the other night, man, you was going in on that thing that you got behind you, right?
Yeah.
That stack of paper and all that, man.
Yeah.
You talking about how valuable this is.
I just think
I was saying that it's not going to be, it's not going to crash. The dollar ain't going to crash, but it's definitely going to suffer a significant devalue. It's going to be devalued, man.
I understand.
So you can already tell by inflation, man. We out here paying $7 for a dozen of eggs right now. $5 for a gallon of gas out here in Arizona.
Yeah,
man.
because I get where you're coming. The answer to that is the production level on keeping everything inside the United States. So we don't lost so much by using other productions and mass productions. We have to get it back. In order to get it back, we got to double up on each other in order to get it back to float. And the only way we could do that if legislator get legislated.
The only way we could do that is if we got some precious minerals or oils or something like that to back that dollar up. Otherwise, that dollar means nothing. If motherfuckers want to cash in, they be like, man, you owe us. China come in and say you owe us $7 trillion and we want you to cash out. We trying to collect on our loan. We need the oil right now. They're not gonna take them paper dollars. They want fucking precious gold and oil. You know what I mean? And we don't have that to back that up right now.
When Trump was in office and the tariff law was being implicated on stopping certain cargoes for moving through our unknown harbors, that's what this problem was. We had records on them niggas. Donald Trump had records on them niggas for talking about we owe you some money. We got unknown harbors. We just found you motherfuckers over here spying on us as a fake police department.
And that's why we need Trump back. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why we need Trump back in the office.
That's what I'm trying to say. So I would be in their face park. I get where we come from. And, some of our favorite rappers done rocked us to sleep is what I'm saying about those two, because they was the main 4-tier. I never forget on how they was so in love with Carmelo Harris. Carmelo Harris is the fucking wrestler who died. Did you know that?
Yeah, the big boy.
Kamala. Yeah, so how the fuck she come out with Carmelo Harris?
To say Kamala, because she already knew
Yeah,
Kamala.
her name is Kamala Harris,
yeah.
and Kamala Harris just died in 2020 for COVID.
Yeah, man.
You killed
Yeah.
for the name. But look,
Right.
that's the Hamp mind. But that's what it came to. Them dudes was the forefront because they was pushing black love. And I never forget that they was on the forefront of Michelle and Barack Obama. And I never forget when I bumped into, man, I hate to use this line to work on your show because I brought it on my show a few times, but you can have it also.
Oh, shit.
That lady ain't lied, man. She died on the operating table and they knocked her throat out. That's about it. They let
Who?
fill in the blanks. That lady died for telling the truth. And when she went on the operating table, they knocked her throat out.
What lady?
Huh?
What lady?
Her name is JR.
Oh. Come on, man. She was old as fucking dirt, my nigga. Come on. She had to go sometime.
You know, because they all go, you ever know the guy that played his name is Henry Lennox. He's the actor. He looked just like Barack Obama. He sound like Barack Obama.
Oh, that dude with that damn the cleft in his chin, the black guy. You talking about? Yeah, I know you talking about.
He taught son. I remember Michael Moore, the director, had Inside 9/11 when he had all those videos back in the days. Michael Moore, now he's blackballed right now. Weinstein blackballed.
Fahrenheit 9/11. I remember that.
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein blackballed him. He been through words up on Harvey Weinstein pertaining to his dirty work, but he also do work on the president. But he didn't sneak past what Joan said. Joan got away. You understand? Joan Rivers got away. She made a run by saying, yo, because I remember that picture. Bill Gates, Michael, and Barack. It was like in a little camp somewhere. And Bill Gates was in the back of him. And I never forget my conspiracy team had an arrow point and said, that's so-and-so. I'm serious.
Oh man, listen, man. Back to the dollar crash. What I'm saying is the way these boys is conspiring against the United States, man, it ain't gonna be long. And we see it. They just slow walking us because it ain't affecting us real hard overnight. We don't see it right happening, but it's happening, man. Our inflation is going up and the dollar is going down. Before you know
it's only going down because those countries took our money and made so much money off our dollar.
That's only happening because Joe Biden is giving them motherfucking trillions away to a country that's losing. Why would you give billions to the losing team, my nigga? Like
that's right.
Ukraine is over there getting their ass kicked. They're getting their ass whooped. And we still funding this shit. Like, what the fuck? We might as well just flush the money down the toilet.
My father said, don't believe a war you can't see and hear every day. I don't hear nothing like it used to be, like how they prevented and how they did it. So this was just a money move to flip and get all the resources they need and say, hey, we don't need America. You done took our money because your money cannot buy nothing over here.
Meanwhile, the other night I'm watching David Muir from ABC, and this nigga out in Sudan somewhere making it look like the Sudanese people need help because they living underwater and the shit is flooding and they can't do nothing but eat fucking water lilies and shit out the fucking water. Yeah, they making it look like the Sudanese people is starving over there. And then this morning I see where these motherfuckers out here mining for gold. Americans got these niggas out here by the mass, by thousands with metal detectors mining for gold in the mountains of Sudan. Like, how is y'all got gold, but they starving at the same time? And Americans is over there with cameras on both sides of the fucking country. You know what I mean?
I found out those are fear factor crisis actors. When I realized back in the days when I was in my conspiracy theory classes, those are crisis actors. They get a set. They put it real good. You see,
now with AI, we can create anything. We ain't even got to get a set now. You can just speak the shit in your microphone.
Y'all got us looking like I'm behind $1 billion.
That's right.
To make a motherfucker come kill it.
I'm out here in the ring. I'm in the ring waiting for these boys to come up. You know what I mean?
They got you saying you about to get flagged for being in the ring before the fight.
They already got a shadow ban, man. Yeah. We had one motherfucker in the chat since we started talking about this shit.
They just moving around trying to make us fear, which is a false entity appearing real. And we don't want to make that our illusion because it ain't right. The dollar value is only losing its value because we taking it out of your country. You done used up all of our money. Now you don't want it. But still in all, your money still can't purchase nothing here. But our money can buy you an island over there and get all the resources that you need. So it's kind of hard and sad. That's why Trump was here stopping pushing foreign exchange rules, getting it back.
Exactly. And one thing Trump said was one thing
because we forgot that
Trump
we were studying
that, you know, our stockpile of oil right now, we don't need to be buying oil from other countries. Really, we can just fucking drill the shit and ourselves here in our country.
Texas have good oil. A lot of other places have good oil, but the firm of all the premium and see, that's crude oil. When you talking about foreign lands and all these guys,
we could refine it. I mean, that's what we got oil refineries for.
And then we got oil rigs on the middle of the ocean. That's what the airspace is all about. Don't come near that airspace because you flying over our oil where you could blow up the whole world just letting this shit float and kill everybody. So look, that's the airspace that they knocking out. And that's what those balloons was flying over the rivers and seas looking at. I
would just figure out another way, or they could just, I ain't gonna say figure out, they could just release the technology to where we don't
niggas want to Pearl Harbor us again, man. Ever since fucking Hiroshima, they still want to Pearl Harbor us, man. Don't let that shit fool you. That's why Trump was on their ass by telling them niggas, yo, get out of here. We ain't taking nothing. No, we squeezing you to get out of town because we know that this is make America great again. Not everything I turn around, my hat made in China. I remember you know how I knew it was fucked up? When Coogee was making Coogies in China. That's when I said, this is over. And I said,
man, come on, son. You know that was goddamn knockoff, man. Ain't
no, man. And Jimmy Kaz, it was in fucking Macy's. I had to call Coogee and say, yo, Coogee, I thought
they made in Australia.
Yeah, I had to beef with them. I had to find an old dirty sweater that somebody robbed me for, and I found it and took it to the store and said, this is a Coogee. What is this? A line of thread that you put together and make
they had Coogee made, man.
If you from Brooklyn, Tom Harris used to have
Coogee made in China that they were selling in Macy's.
Word. And I got mad when China was making polo. All up in the fucking store for real. I used to call Ralph Lauren and say, yo, you got China warehouses now? Same thing goes.
China makes our American flag, man. So I guess it ain't really no
Pennsylvania made our flag when we took our independence.
That's right.
China just found the extra way of lining it up somewhere and robbed us because we lost the manufacture in the printing press. You understand? Some of the American
they lost a lot of free fucking labor picking cotton to make those flags too. You know what I mean? With
and Bill Clinton, because when Harry Truman, reason why we did that and China made it was all because of the damn that Asian shit. That's why all them Jerry Lewis movies you kept seeing him play with the buck teeth and looking, it was to keep pushing their agenda on us to let them know that they on their way with the Chinese restaurants. And shit, they were taking food stamps back then, the little paper food stamps. I remember going Chinese rice and shit from those people. Now they don't take no goddamn card at all now. No food stamps, nothing. They want the dollar. So who's lying? So let me come to the store and spend yen. Will you take it? Is what I'm saying.
They better. Hell yeah, they will. I bet they'll take it yen, but they're just going to charge you. Matter of fact, yeah, now they're going to charge you the dollar amount. They're charging the dollar amount.
Restaurant and say, hey, what do you take, American dollar or you take yen? They're going to look at you and say, what? No, American dollar.
They take yen from one of their own. They just not going to take it from you. You know what I mean? Let one of their homeboys come in there with a fucking yen debit card.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be nice.
Yeah, they're not going to take it from you.
Same thing goes. They don't eat General Tso's chicken. They eat duck. And I found out while we buying General Tso, you eat General Tso chicken? They said, oh, we make it good, but we don't eat it. I stopped eating after he found out. I used to work for Wu Furniture.
Why not?
It said, yo, what you want? Buy anything in a Chinese restaurant. You let me get General Tso. He like, no. Get your normal fried chicken and fried rice or fried.
What they using for the General Tso's chicken, man?
Yeah, found out who it was. I said, "Oh, no more General Toast, man."
I still fucks with the Chinese joint, man. We got one down here, man. These motherfuckers, they you can't even see them cooking in the back. They just hand you a greasy bag through the goddamn window, man. And I take that shit to be the best chicken wings fried rice that you can
See
get.
what I'm saying? Them dudes is classic still, right?
Greasy brown bag through the
yeah,
bag on the
they
motherfucking
still classic. Hell yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
I just think we stay on course, just stay on prepared. I think everything gonna be all right with us as soon as we get the right person. Because after him, we need someone else. Now we need another black person inside the
But now
court.
you know they talking about putting there's another fucking Kennedy running right now, Robert Kennedy Jr., Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I'm like, man, you know how bad it was for niggas when the Kennedys was in office. If we vote for this fucking Kennedy, we got to be some goddamn fool.
That's only because Kennedy got an offshore account still hiding somewhere down the line. Because you know that brother. They want that brother. See, they put them in office because they want that brother. You probably don't know. You know the brother.
What brother is that?
What's the brother that was making all that noise back in the day? What's the brother that they said he was in controversy that he said his brother's still alive?
Brother's still alive.
Ted Kennedy. The other one. The one that's still alive. What's the other one name? Bobby Kennedy. Whatever his name is, one of them. He's on the low. The American government still looking for that nigga for talking all that snow. You know who I'm talking about? Ted Kennedy Jr. Bobby.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, that's Ted Kennedy Jr. Yeah,
that was a motherfucking distraction.
That guy. Yeah.
See, my job is to help In They Face podcast to let them know. Meeting on J. Lee Chronicles, we gonna bring it up on them. That's they want him because they want to silence that boy. Why you think they helped Alec Baldwin out? The Baldwin family.
Man, he just helped himself out, boy. I ain't never seen nobody get out of a goddamn murder charge that quick, man. He broke bread.
Quick. Only a year and some change. He got out of that. They had Snoop on trial for his life.
Yeah. They said even the news was surprised. They said this is unprecedented. We ain't dropping all charges. These motherfuckers. He went and found the special prosecutors, paid them off, and then
the reason why they did that because they still got some more Donald Trump Saturday Night Live skits for that motherfucker to be up on because they need him. That's why
Not only that, man, he about to finish the movie. How the fuck finish the movie, man? They got get the broad on the stand. God damn, they going back to work. Anybody that's so I might go put an application in over there. I ain't gonna lie,
man. So all this thing is looking good on our end. I think if once we keep everything balanced, keep our body right with our peoples, I think we'll pull this thing out. I don't think nothing gonna happen to us because we've been here for so long. I just think that we only hurting each other by falling into a trap. And the best thing to do is just wake up and have fun. You know, information should be fun also. It shouldn't be too hurtful. You know, should be laughing at like we did today. No doubt.
All right, man. Well, yeah, I gotta go. Today is my day. I kick it with my daughter, so I'm gonna go pick her up. But I do want to get a little bit of yes, sir. Salute. I appreciate you pulling up, man. And great.
Thank you. No doubt. Appreciate
it. I want to get a little bit of last minute advice, man. I see you rolling with 900K, man, and you've been done a lot throughout your career, man. What's some advice you offer to a young YouTuber like myself?
All right, y'all do the same for my brother J. Lee Chronicles.
No, I'm saying I want to know what is some good advice that you offer to a young and upcoming YouTuber that's trying to jump in the game. Give me some advice.
We always use out the one, say be yourself. That's number one. And don't be quick and eager to get on the topic. Take your time and don't be a square. Be a square in presentation yourself very well, like how we do and what we do, and have fun. Have fun. That's the main thing. And talk to the mirror. Mirror on the wall. Should I get on YouTube and display my situation for all? If you don't like it, then don't get on the YouTube. So that's my advice for new guys coming up. Stay positive, be yourself, and it'll fall where it may fall if you love it. And you gotta love it.
That's real. All right, I appreciate you, fam. I'm gonna get up out of
Absolutely.
here. Salute. Hey man, and I got that 80 on Garcia tonight.
All right, I'm gonna put 85 on top of it with a side bet that he get him in 4.
All right, fam. Peace.
I got 5. He 4 and better. You go
Five
over
and
4
four
rounds
better.
with this dude.
God damn.
All right.
All
One
right,
love,
peace.
J. Lee Chronicles. Peace
For
and
sure.
love.
Peace.